Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Simple English Chat. I'm Leo.
Hi, Leo. It's lovely to be back here with everyone today. I'm feeling refreshed, energetic, and ready to share some exciting stories with our audience.
That's fantastic to hear. And speaking of feeling refreshed, I know why you're so energetic. You've just come back from an amazing trip, haven't you? A trip to a country many people dream of visiting.
That's right, Leo. I just got back from Japan. It was an incredible journey, a truly unforgettable experience. I spent 2 whole weeks exploring different parts of the country, and I have so much to tell everyone. I'm really excited to share all the details.
Wow, Japan. That sounds absolutely wonderful. I know many of our viewers, especially those learning English, might be interested in hearing about travel experiences. It's a great way to learn new words and understand how we talk about holidays. So, let's dive right in. First, how was the flight? Was it a long journey?
Oh, yes, it was a very long flight. Japan is quite far from where we live. The journey took about 12 hours in total. I watched a few movies, read a book, and tried to sleep a little. It's important to try and relax on such a long journey, otherwise, you arrive feeling very tired. But honestly, the moment I landed, all the tiredness disappeared because I was so excited.
I can imagine that feeling. That rush of excitement when you arrive somewhere new is amazing. So, where did you go first? What was your first stop in Japan?
My first stop was Tokyo, the capital city. It's a huge, bustling city, full of energy and so many interesting things to see and do. I spent 5 days there, which might sound like a lot, but honestly, it felt like I only saw a tiny part of it. Tokyo is enormous.
Tokyo is definitely on my travel list. What did you do in Tokyo? What were some of the main places you visited?
Well, the first thing I noticed was how clean everything was and how polite everyone was. It was really impressive. In Tokyo, I visited some famous places. I went to the Shibuya crossing, which is a very busy intersection with thousands of people crossing at the same time. It's quite a sight to see, very famous. I also went to the Tokyo Skytree, which is a very tall tower. From the top, you can see the whole city, a panoramic view. It was breathtaking. The city lights at night from up there were just magical.
Shibuya Crossing. I've seen videos of that. It looks like organized chaos. And the Skytree, I imagine the view is incredible. Did you visit any other specific areas or districts in Tokyo?
Yes, I did. I explored different districts. For example, I visited Shinjuku, which has many tall buildings, shops, and a beautiful park called Shinjuku Gyoen National Garden. It was a peaceful escape from the busy city. I also went to Asakusa, which is a more traditional area. There, I visited the Sensoji Temple, one of Tokyo's oldest temples. It was really beautiful and very historic. You can buy small souvenirs and traditional snacks there too. It felt like stepping back in time a little bit.
That sounds like a good mix. Modern skyscrapers and ancient temples. It shows the different sides of Tokyo. What about the food? Everyone talks about Japanese food. What did you eat in Tokyo?
Oh, the food. The food was absolutely amazing, Leo. I tried so many different things. Of course, I ate a lot of sushi and sashimi, which were incredibly fresh and delicious. But I also tried ramen, which is a noodle soup, and tempura, which are vegetables or seafood lightly fried. I even tried street food like takoyaki, which are small, round balls made of flour and egg, with octopus inside. They were surprisingly tasty. And of course, matcha tea and desserts. Everything was so flavorful.
Takoyaki with octopus inside? That sounds adventurous. It's great you tried so many different local dishes. So, after Tokyo, where did you go next? Did you stay in the city? Or did you travel to another part of Japan?
After Tokyo, I took a high-speed train called the Shinkansen to Kyoto. The Shinkansen is very fast and very efficient. It was a smooth and comfortable journey. Kyoto was very different from Tokyo. It's known for its many temples, gardens, and traditional wooden houses. It felt calmer, more serene.
Kyoto is often described as the cultural heart of Japan. What did you do there? What were your favorite places in Kyoto?
In Kyoto, I spent a lot of time visiting temples and shrines. My favorite was Fushimi Inari Taisha, which is famous for its thousands of red-orange gates, called torii gates, that lead up a mountain. Walking through them was like being in a dream. It was a long walk, but definitely worth it. I also visited Arashiyama Bamboo Grove, a beautiful forest of tall bamboo trees. The sound of the wind blowing through the bamboo was so peaceful. I also saw some geishas in the Gion district, which is a very traditional area of Kyoto. It was a very special experience.
Wow, Fushimi Inari Taisha and the Bamboo Grove are iconic. They look stunning in pictures. Did you try any specific Kyoto dishes or food that was different from Tokyo?
Yes, Kyoto has its own unique food culture. I tried kaiseki, which is a traditional multi-course Japanese dinner. It's like a work of art with many small, beautiful dishes. It was a very refined and elegant meal. I also had matcha ice cream and other green tea sweets, as Kyoto is famous for its high-quality green tea. Everything was presented so beautifully, not just delicious, but also a feast for the eyes.
Kaiseki sounds like a truly special dining experience. It's fascinating how different regions have their own culinary traditions. So, after Kyoto, where did your adventure take you next? Did you visit any other cities, or perhaps a more rural area?
After Kyoto, I took another Shinkansen to Osaka. Osaka is a large city, but it has a different feel from Tokyo. It's known for its lively atmosphere, delicious food, and friendly people. I spent 3 days there.
Osaka is often called Japan's kitchen, isn't it? What did you eat there? I hear the street food is incredible.
You are absolutely right, Leo. Osaka is definitely a food paradise. I tried so many amazing street foods. My favorite was okonomiyaki, which is a savory pancake made with flour, eggs, and shredded cabbage, with various ingredients like meat or seafood grilled on a hot plate. It's topped with a special sauce, mayonnaise, and dried bonito flakes. It was incredibly tasty and hearty. I also had more takoyaki because Osaka is where it originated. I visited Dotonbori, which is a famous entertainment district with huge neon signs and lots of street food stalls. The energy there was just incredible, very lively.
Okonomiyaki sounds delicious and very comforting. Dotonbori with all its bright lights and food sounds like a lot of fun. Did you visit any historical sites or other attractions in Osaka?
Yes, I visited Osaka Castle, which is a very famous landmark. It's a beautiful castle with a rich history. The grounds around the castle are also very beautiful, especially with the cherry blossom trees, although I was a little too early for the full bloom. I also went to the Shinsekai district, which has a retro, old Tokyo feel to it, with its Utenkaku Tower standing tall. It was interesting to see that contrast with the modern parts of the city.
It sounds like you really covered a lot of ground and saw many different sides of Japan. From the super modern Tokyo to the traditional Kyoto and the lively Osaka. Out of all the places you visited, what was your absolute favorite part of the trip? What was the highlight for you?
That's a tough question, Leo, because I loved so many things. But if I had to choose just one favorite part, I think it would be the overall feeling of being in Japan. The politeness of the people, the efficiency of the public transport, the beauty of the temples and gardens, and of course, the incredible food. But if I have to pick a specific moment, it would be walking through the Fushimi Inari Taisha gates in Kyoto. It felt so magical and unique. The blend of nature, culture, and history there was just perfect. It was a very peaceful and reflective experience.
That's a wonderful choice. It sounds like a truly immersive experience. Now, for our viewers who might be planning a trip to Japan, what would be your top recommendations? What advice would you give them?
Okay, I have a few recommendations. First, definitely get a Japan Rail Pass if you plan to travel between cities. It saves a lot of money on the Shinkansen. Second, learn a few basic Japanese phrases like hello, konnichiwa, thank you, arigato, and excuse me, sumimasen. People really appreciate the effort. Third, try all the food. Don't be afraid to try new things, even if you don't know what they are. Everything I ate was delicious. Fourth, wear comfortable shoes because you will do a lot of walking, especially in cities like Tokyo and Kyoto. And finally, embrace the culture. Be respectful, be polite, and enjoy every moment. Japan is a truly special country.
Those are excellent tips, Mia. Especially about the comfortable shoes. That's always important when traveling. And trying new foods is a must for any trip. It really sounds like you had an amazing time and learned a lot about Japanese culture.
I really did, Leo. It was an eye-opening experience. I learned so much, not just about Japan, but also about myself as a traveler. It made me want to explore even more of the world.
That's the best part of travel, isn't it? It broadens your mind and gives you new perspectives. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us, Mia. I'm sure our viewers found it very interesting and helpful for their English learning.
My pleasure, Leo. I loved talking about it.
And before we wrap up today's Simple English Chat, Mia has prepared a little recap of some of the new words we used today, especially for those of you who are learning English.
That's right. So, let's go over a few words we discussed today. Refreshed. This means feeling new and energetic again. Like when you feel good after a holiday or a good rest. Unforgettable. Something so special or amazing that you cannot forget it. It stays in your memory. Bustling. This describes a place that is full of activity, noise, and people. A busy city street can be bustling. Panoramic view. This means a wide, unbroken view of an area in all directions. Like seeing a whole city from a high place. Breathtaking. Something so beautiful or impressive that it takes your breath away. It makes you feel amazed. Historic. Something that is old and important in history. A historic building or event. Efficient. Something that works well and quickly without wasting time or energy. A good public transport system is efficient. Serene. This means calm, peaceful, and quiet. A serene garden is a peaceful place. Iconic. Something that is very famous and represents a particular place or idea. A very famous landmark can be iconic. Culinary. This word is about cooking or food. Culinary traditions are the ways of cooking in a certain place. Lively, full of life and energy, exciting and active. A lively market has lots of people and noise. Savory, food that is salty or spicy, not sweet. Like a pizza or a burger. Hearty, food that is filling and satisfying, often in a simple way. A hearty soup makes you feel full. Landmark, a famous building or a natural feature that you can easily recognize, often used as a guide. Highlight, the best or most exciting part of something, like a trip or an event. Immersive, something that makes you feel like you are completely involved in it. An immersive experience. Perspective, a way of looking at something or thinking about it. Travel can give you new perspectives.
Wonderful recap, Mia. Thank you for that. I hope everyone found those definitions helpful. Remember, you can always rewatch this episode on YouTube to practice listening and catch any words you missed.
Absolutely. The more you listen, the more you learn. And don't forget to practice using these new words in your own sentences.
That's great advice. So, that's all for today's Simple English Chat. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed hearing about Mia's amazing trip to Japan. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss our next episode.
Yes, please subscribe. We love having you all here. See you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.